Welcome to Digits. My name is George Stahl. Thanks for joining us. We have a great show for you, including our continuing coverage of the London Summer Olympics. The Olympic Games are all about fast speeds, but not just for the athletes, also for the media that's covering it. And here to talk about today is the photo director for the Wall Street Journal, Jack Van Antwerp. How you doing?
Great to be here. Thank you.
So not only have we seen dramatic events at the Games, but we've also seen some dramatic photos come out of the game. How have the advancements of photography over the past few years enabled us to capture these events even more crisply?
Well, I think we're seeing photographs in these Olympics especially that we've never really even been able to see before because there have been such advancements in photographic technology and digital technology. I found one interesting comparison, a classic picture of Michael Phelps.
We're seeing it on camera right now.
He's doing his swim. You see this amazing detail in the water, the expression on his face. It's a very, very fast moment in what is relatively not a very bright venue. These indoor venues are not, you cannot use flash. It's all available light. And comparing that with...
And he moves at a pretty fast speed.
I heard he's fast. Compared to Mark Spitz in 1972, in our mind, we have this iconic picture, but we fill in a lot of the detail.
Right.
And comparing Phelps from current and Mark Spitz from 72, the difference is dramatic. You don't have near the expression, the precision. It's an approximation. And
you've got some other examples of these games where we've also seen some really explicit pictures.
Yes, so here you've got an amazing photograph, beach volleyball. You've got the chalk dust caught midair, the expression on his face. It's an incredible opportunity. We didn't ever see this before. And it's allowed viewers both on television, since most of the footage is embargoed on networks other than the broadcasting network, to look at things. And so I think it's giving our viewers a whole new way of seeing the Olympics.
Without getting too technical,
sure.
What are some of the differences in the cameras that's enabling us to get these types of pictures?
Well, I think in all digital cameras across the board, whether it's a consumer item or a professional item like we're being used, you're seeing a big increase in camera sensitivity. It's called ISO. You might see it on the back of your camera if you're making adjustments. And in the last few years, the highest you'd see in a sensitivity would be like 1600. And these cameras like this one are probably shooting in the range of 8,000 to 20,000, which are now normal. You can buy a camera like that off the shelf.
And right now we're looking at what is one of the more iconic pictures from this year's Games. Gabby Douglas doing her routine on the beam. This was a picture that was picked up in many papers and websites.
A gorgeous photo, one we used ourselves, splashed it across the front of our Friday section last week. And again, this is a picture that you just never saw before. In the past, you were seeing the balance beam. The athlete would be on the beam, maybe at a moment at the height of the action. But here, because of the technology advances, you're catching her mid-air, no blur, absolute detail, and you just totally feel like you're there, and yet it's a moment you would never even see with the naked eye.
And what also gets me in those types of pictures is one, not only are you capturing that scene right at the height of her performance, but you can also see the faces behind her and their appreciation of that moment.
Absolutely. Again, it's new things. I'm excited to see. I can't imagine actually what we're going to see in the next 2 years, in the next 4 years, as things advance even more. The quantity of photography that is coming in is also enormous. There's no film, obviously, digital. And I think one reason that the photographers are capturing images that they didn't always have before digital, they don't have to change film. And here at the Journal, we've received 250,000 Olympic photos in the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
By the time the Games have ended, we'll have had 250,000 photos we have to sift through.
And you've sifted through them and put some of the best ones online at WHA.com/Olympics, right? We
have some great galleries of the top photos in specific events. I think it's an amazing selection that the photo staff here has pulled together. Obviously, not one person can go through all 250,000, and we've got a fantastic group of folks that have been headed by Tracy Armstead for the Olympics who have done that, and it's been received very well.
Great stuff.